Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the Blue Stand. We're going to talk about a lot of things tonight. We're going to start off with Pochi's first press conference. Um, we can all hear that all together, and then we carry on with transfer news. John Terry, great news that he's back at Chelsea. Um, so yeah, a lot to talk about. I want to start with Pochi's press conference. Um, let's put him on. Uh, uh, Here he is. Um, and this is what he had to say. I hope everyone can hear. Let me know if you can hear in the chat, please. Yeah, hold on.
It was 1 year waiting. First of all, thank you for your welcome. Hope that you will be nice with me because it's not compulsory this press conference, and I can stand up and go away. Not because it's true, it's not compulsory. True on the story, and because we are nice people, we give the first press conference. No, I am so proud to be here. Thank you for your welcome. I think it's a great opportunity for me to be back in the Premier League, for me the best league in the world. And of course, I think Chelsea convinced me to be here. Of course, Chelsea is a great team, and you know very well. In the last 10, 12 years, I think men and women, the greatest history in the last 10, 12, 15 years, won many trophies. And I think it's a great team. I am so proud to be here. I am very proud about my past. I know what to say. I know what to talk in a different way. But now I need to look forward. I need to be, concentrate in what the people expect from me in this football club. And I hope to build a very good relationship with, of course, with everyone. First of all, we need to be right and to be clever in the way that we are going to settle everything for the next few weeks to start to compete, to be right in our decisions, and to create a very competitive team because Premier League is really tough. And of course, what I found in the club from Monday that they start to work is really very good people with really good attitude. I am so happy. So far, so good, and I hope to keep this feeling for the rest of the season.
How close are you to having a squad that is ready to win? And what identity can we expect from a Mauricio Pochettino Chelsea team this season?
Well, I think we are working really hard now. I really trust in this football club, in the history, and I really trust in Paul and Lawrence and the owner that are going to provide all the tools to be competitive. And of course, what I need to do is to coach not only the player, if not the staff, to guide them to try to achieve what we expect and our fan will expect. I'm not going to talk about the past. The past is in the past. I only want to be focused, and all the people in Chelsea training ground and Stamford Bridge and our fans need to think only to be positive and try to really believe that all together we can create a very good show.
I know there were some questions about last season leadership in the team. Have you sensed that so far, and how do you address that if it is an issue?
Look, for me, every single season, not only the player, also the staff and the people and the fans have the capacity to move on quick. In football, you need to move on quick. If not, you are dead. And of course, what I found from the day one is true that the squad is not all the squad yet, but I think all the players were very open. The attitude is amazing. Of course, we have the quality. We are going to add more quality. And of course, I am so excited to be here. And of course, I don't think what happened in the past. I think the past is in the past. Of course, is not too far away. But I think when you finish the season, you need to move on and start to think in the future. And it's no point to look backward and see what is in the past. I think I am so positive person that I always can see the positive things.
Mason Mount said this week that once it became clear he wasn't in Chelsea's plans, it was a good move for him to Manchester United. Did you have any say in that? Would you have liked to have had him as part of your squad?
I think we cannot talk. I think when we need to, when I was talking about the future, it's about to talk about the players that are here and the players that maybe we can add to the squad. He's a Manchester United player now. For sure, he loved the club, but I don't know what happened in the past, and I don't want to talk about that. I think we need to be focused now in what we expect for our players, the players that are really committed with the club to move on and to try to build a very nice journey and try to provide the team and the club what we on them we deserve is to lift trophies, and that is about to win here. Is a club that is only talk about to win.
Alex,
and Maurizio, welcome back to the Premier League. What do you believe is a successful season for Chelsea? What are your targets at this stage?
My target is to win. My aim is to win. If you are in a football club like Chelsea, you cannot talk about to do a nice job and to play well. It's of course do a good job, play well, because this is our style and philosophy and culture. But of course to win. If you don't win in a club like Chelsea, for sure you are going to struggle. I don't want to put excuse. I don't want to talk about the past and what is going on. It's only that we need to, to bring players and with the player that we have to start to believe that from the day one that we start to work in Monday, that is about to win. It's about to be competitive and to be the best. And for that we need to work hard. We are working really hard with the player that we have, and then to translate this energy to our fans and to fans, for sure help us to win the games. That is so important. That to create that togetherness, to try to achieve with a difficult thing, because here in Premier League is really tough. The competition is many clubs that want the same than us. But I think if we are all together, we can be close to win again.
We know that the owners here are very hands-on. How much of a say have you had so far in the buying and selling of players?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
The owners are very involved here. They get very involved. So how much of an input have you had in the buying and selling of players?
Well, I think it's better if I maybe clarify the situation. I think when we met for first time, and then when we agreed to start 1st of July to work, that was on the end of the May. I think they present Lawrence, Paul, and the owner present the plan strategic for the squad, and of course they asked me to start the 1st of July. I was agreed to start to work, and of course they showed me the strategic plan, and I was agreed also, and of course they start to work, and the club. They start to work. The club start to work. I didn't, but the club start to work, and I think it's doing a fantastic job. I think I am happy, and of course, it continues to work in this way with the plan that they create. And of course, from now, from the 1st of July, that I'm going to now more involved. Of course, I'm going to work with them and to judge and to try to take the decision, and of course. With Paul and Lawrence more closely working, to take in all the decisions for the best of the football club.
You like the plan?
If I like?
You like the plan when they showed it to you?
Well, was the plan that when they, they present to me when they were talking, and many circumstances, going on, different situation, personal situation, things to care about that I wasn't informed or I didn't know, because it's obvious I was outside of of the football club. That is why I trust on them. I said, you know better than me. From the day one, the 1st of July, I will be involved also. And of course now, I don't say that they are going to take all the decision, but I think it's going to be easy to take together the best decision for Chelsea.
Just finally, Levi and Noni playing in the European Under-21 Championship finals tomorrow. Have you had a chance to speak with either of them about the role they might play next season?
Yes, we spoke yesterday with Levi and Noni. One, I know Noni from Tottenham. He was in the Under-18. And of course, Levi, I didn't know, but I introduced myself with him. I wish all the best for tomorrow. It's true that for me it's difficult because Spain, England, but I wish all the best, and I think we are waiting for them to be with the team the day. I think the day that we will fly to America, they will join us.
Harry Brown.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mauricio, when you first came to England, you were the first manager to inflict defeat on Pep Guardiola. You're resuming the Premier League rivalry again. You beat him at every match at the Tottenham Stadium and White Hart Lane. Are they unbeatable? Is he unchallengeable? Now he has won the treble. Or is that an example of backing a manager for a long time that you can achieve it all?
Yes, I think it's really, really. I want to congratulate Pep, of course, all that they are achieving, and Pep with Manchester City is unbelievable. But that is, it's amazing to see how a club, that worked for many years with the stability and giving the tools and the resources to the coach to do the job that he's doing. And I think it's a fantastic, football club also, Manchester City. I think now, when I said Monday in an interview with Chelsea TV, I said it's Chelsea and, in the last 10, 12, 15 years, similar achievement. And I think I was right. But yes. But now I think we need to believe also that we can create good things, and it's going to be tough, but we need to believe that we can compete with a club like a team like Manchester City.
You know what the passion is like here at Stamford Bridge. We all remember the Battle of the Bridge. It was iconic and one of the great rivalries in recent Premier League eras. What's your message to the fans and what do you expect here? And Mourinho came here on his first stint as manager and called himself the special one. What will you call yourself?
I think I am not thinking on that. What I want to do is to provide and to give the people that trust in me, the owners and the sporting director, Paul and Lawrence, to everything that I can do. And I know that I need to build a relationship with the fans. Of course, they know me because of my past, but now I am fully committed with Chelsea, and I know that it's going to depend of how we are going to approach the game. I think the team need to be aggressive, need to translate the message to the fans, and the fans need to engage with the idea and the philosophy and I think if we are capable to create something special and our fans can feel that, I think it's going to be easy to be in the same direction. And of course, I repeat again, I think we can win. If we really believe and we are all together, I think that we can build something that we can compete and try to beat this amazing team that was Manchester City, Liverpool, and different clubs that they are in the top.
Alexis Nunes.
Mauricio, welcome back. Just wondering, how does it make you feel now you come back to what you said is the best league in the world and seeing your fellow Argentinos doing so well, like Julian, Alexis, Enzo, and what are you looking forward to the most about working closely now every day with Enzo after the World Cup?
No, of course, it's a pleasure, and I feel very proud of him and our national team and all the players that gave the third World Cup to Argentina. Yes, I am so excited. I hope that we can win together many trophies here.
John Southall.
Richard, how are you?
Hello.
What do you think the biggest challenges you face here?
To be honest, I still not trying to think in how many challenge or the most difficult challenge. For me, it's clear that now the most important or the priority is to finish the squad, to have a very balanced squad. I think the club in the plan was reduce also the numbers of players, and I think that for me is the most important thing is to find the right profiles, the player that we are going to add, and of course to try to create a good dynamic. First of all, on the training session, on the training ground, and with all the staff, and try to start to work really well in between together.
Sorting out the squad's probably quite a big job and quite a big challenge. Do you think you're going to need to ask the fans and the club for a bit of patience? Because it could be quite a long process to try and get this right. Is that fair?
Look, I know in football, no patience. In football, it's difficult to wait. And then when you are here in Chelsea, I think it's not about to ask for time. You need to deliver it from the day one. I think that is why how we are working now in the training ground is not to give too many time to the players to think, to spend time, to wasting time. It's about to deliver it from now, or to give our best, to put in the service of the team. Football is about today or yesterday. We cannot talk too much long term. We cannot tell the people that we need 6 months and to create something because I think it's not good. We need to create the belief from the beginning, and I think we have players, and we are going to have a squad, a player that can deliver the show and give what we expect. And from the day one, we need to think in to win. And then if we don't win, and maybe we little by little, or we need more time to develop our idea, maybe it's possible that after we will tell you. But I think from the beginning, we need to think in the first game of the Premier League, we need to be ready to beat Liverpool. That is the idea. I said, I need to know if I need to convince you or you need to convince me. Because if I need to convince you, give me 5 times that I'm going to put nice chair, I'm going to shower and everything after shave, because if not, but it was by so long, we start to laugh. I think it was a nice conversation from the beginning, and of course they were very honest with me, and they showed the plan, they showed everything, all that, the good and not so good things that need to happen before 1st of July, and then after 1st of July. And of course, I listened them, and then I spoke with the owners in a really good way. I think they are clever people, and in football always is about to be clever and learn from the past and the experience. And I think, yes, I feel good. That is, I am not a person, I am not a coach that I need to ask for power. I don't need to ask for, in my contract, to put some clause that, I need to do this or I need to do that, or the club need to. No, I think the most important that is I need to show, first of all, to them that trust in me and the player, and then, of course, the fans, that they can trust in my decision. They can trust in the way that we are going to operate, in the way that we are going to take decision. When we analyze and we judge all the situation, they need to really believe, and that is my job. One of the challenges when you ask me about, which is my bigger challenge, is to create a team, but also is that the people trust in my judgment. It's not only to say, okay, we signed this coach, and then I don't know, is it the right to take this decision for this advice or to, different. I think for me is that I need to convince them that they can trust. That is the biggest power that you can have, and reassure, and they can trust, and they allowed to me to work in the way that we want. But in the same time, with all the staff and the people, I think we need to create our own, idea, philosophy, and the way to work and to take decision, because every single club is different.
Okay, we'll go to Alex Kirk, Talksport.
Hello, how are you?
It feels like a long time since you last managed in the Premier League. Do you feel like you're a better manager now?
By far much better. By far much better, because experience provide you better understanding about everything. Not only the knowledge about the game, if not all that, how you need to behave also outside, on and off the pitch. And I think for sure I am much better coach, much better also person for sure. After my experience outside of the Premier League.
And do you feel you have a point to prove at all after the way it did it?
Sorry?
Do you feel you have a point to prove back in the Premier League? Do you need to prove yourself again?
Always. I think this is our motivation, our challenge, no? I think every day we are exigent and we try to prove that we are right. That is part of our nature. We are competitive and always we want to be better, for sure. For sure, yes.
Okay, Roman Osman.
Hi, Mauricio. Welcome back. Can I ask you, when you were officially offered the job, did you take time to consult your family and friends, given how Tottenham and Chelsea are?
Of course, I have my close people that always try to see the different opinion and vision. I think things happen, and this time I was more focusing, in the project for the future Monday, that they were telling me about, but I don't think too much. It's true that I don't think too much. I think it was for me a great opportunity to join a really great club and then to come back to the Premier League. I think every single box, you tick every single box.
And then finally for me, on your captain, you've been with the team since Monday, and Azpilicueta is gone. Do you have an idea who you would want to be your next leader in the dressing room already?
The next captain. Well, first of all, we need to close the squad, and then I need to know all the players to have a decision. I think I need to feel the players. I need to feel the commitment. I need to feel the character, personality. One thing is from outside, another when you are working with them for positive and not so positive, And first of all, we need to close the squad, and then we have many players that have experience, and then we will decide.
Okay, we've got time for two more questions. We'll go to Zara Kinsella and finish with Simon Johnson.
Welcome, Mauricio. 10 players left this summer, about 10 players have left Chelsea. So does it feel like a fresh start and almost a new team that you're building up from scratch here?
I don't understand the question really. It's about 10 players out.
10 players out. Do you feel like you're building a new team from scratch? Is it almost like the beginning, not just for you, but for Chelsea as a whole?
I think when I was outside and didn't know nothing about Chelsea, I think I was hearing type of people that was, giving opinion about that there was too big the squad and many things. And of course, always is. I feel that it's for me fresh start with all the players, with the players that were here and the player that is going to come. Yes, I don't think too much on that. I think always happen in all football clubs that sometimes people in, people out, And yes, sometimes some period that maybe like was the squad really, really big squad last season, and it's normally that the club trying to, to reduce the number of players. But for me, it's not a big issue, It's not a big problem for the future of the next, few months.
Simon Johnson.
Hi, Mauricio. In terms of players that could be leaving,
Do you expect Romelu Lukaku to come back for pre-season training at all, or is that decision already been made?
No, I think it's all the situation, personal situation, all the part know what we think, and I think in that case he need to come back. I think the 12th or the 13th for be part of again to the squad start the preseason. In that case, you asked me about the player, no?
Yeah. Yes. Do you expect him to come? Have you had that kind of conversation yet?
Of course, like with all the players, when the player arrives, first thing that they are doing is to come to my office to see me and say hello. And that is why I expect if he's still Chelsea player, the same that another, straight to my office.
Yeah, great press conference by Poch. Let's just put this. Sorry. Let me just take the press conference out. Yeah, I think great words by our new manager. Unbelievable comments. They asked him everything. He knew how to reply. Especially, I like the question about Lukaku. Of course, he's a Chelsea player. Poch wants to see everyone. If he comes back by that date, 13th of July, he's a Chelsea player. He will join with pre-season. Everyone's got the chance. The ones who are here, the ones who have gone, they're gone. It's a new era at Chelsea. We're rebuilding. I mean, we're not rebuilding now. We started the rebuild. It's in motion. I'm liking what I see. I'm liking what I hear. What I see on the training pitch, I see, he's already into it. A few more players need to come back, of course. I think they'll all be back by the 13th of July. Yeah. I don't know. Anyone in the comments wants to say anything about, Poch's words? Bobby, if you're there, you let me know what you think. Yeah. Let's go back to where we were. Yeah. We talk about John Terry now, I think. Great to see him back at the club. A great legend, leader, captain. Here he is here. Unbelievable to have him back. I'm really happy with that. He's in the academy. He's going to coach the academy. But I think they're bringing him back for a reason. Because he loves the club. He's Mr. Chelsea. Bowley knows that. And, I'm glad we're having our great legends back. And I'm sure one day he will be our new manager. Hopefully he will go up the ladder and could become Poch's assistant. You never know. Yeah, great to have John Terry. Wish you all the best, John. You are a legend, one of our greatest legends ever, I must say, along with the greats, the icons with Peter Osgood, John Hollins, rest in peace, Ron Harris, who's still with us. You're one of those for me. Unbelievable, man. I had to say that. Yeah. I don't know where all the panelists are, chaps. No one's come on. Maybe it's the summer holidays. I don't know. And I want to show this our new shirt, our Chelsea kit for next season. I like the all blue. The all blue is back where it should be. The only thing is we don't have any sponsor at the moment. Chelsea, they can't come to any agreement with all these sponsors. So we could start pre-season, our first friendly, with no sponsor on the shirt. Let's see what happens with that. But, I'm glad it's all blue again. With a bit of white trims. That's not too bad. But I always wanted the best kit for me. I don't know why they don't bring it back. Bring that 1970 league and FA Cup kit, all blue, a royal blue with the the stripe, the white stripes on the shorts like we had for a long time, even after the 70s. We had in the 80s, 90s. We always had that white strip and white socks. Why not? I don't know what's going on. That would be the best. That's not for me the best kit ever we had ever in our history. It should be brought back. The real Chelsea. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what all my panelists are. I've sent them the link, but no one's come on. Let me just check if anyone's coming, or otherwise we carry on by ourselves. Yeah, I don't know where. A lot of them are missing, I think that's why. Yeah, it's a funny time of the year as well. Yeah. Anyway, we carry on. If anyone comes, they come. If not, never mind. Yeah. So, yeah, we talked about Porsche John Terry a little bit. The shirt is good. It's all blue. Let's see what sponsors we eventually go with. Yeah. Let's see what's going on in the comments. Yeah, let's see what Bobby's saying here. Bobby's saying, I think Chelsea fans don't know what to say this transfer window. Yes, I agree, Bobby. They don't know. Some are, today I was listening on some spaces, and some of them they don't know what they're talking about. They're angry because we only got one player this season. We've got Nkuku, of course, and Gasso, but that was in the pipeline already. We only got Jackson. A lot of them are moaning. Why, the transfer window hasn't finished. Poch, you heard what Poch said. He will bring players in, but at the right time. Let him see what he's got. So many of our fans, Bobby, they're so impatient. Shame they're not like me and you. We've been through the bad times, the great times, the good times. We know what Chelsea's about, but I'm afraid these lot don't know. They think they know, they talk, but they talk a lot of rubbish sometimes. I'm not saying all of them. Some are very good at talking on spaces, yeah. But you always everyone's got their opinion, I'm afraid. Yeah. What else I was going to say? I think, yeah, we discussed the pot. Bobby, if you're there, if you hear me, what's your take on Poch's press conference? If you're there, that is. Yeah, so let's see what Bobby's saying something now. Yeah, it's a total squad revamp, and until it's complete, fans are waiting to see how it develops. Yeah, exactly. You could say better, but some fans are impatient. That's a problem. They want it. They want to see it now. We have to wait and see. Like Poch said, we wait till all the players come, see how they do in pre-season. They're going to have friendlies, and let him make the decisions. Yes, we will love a number 9, another midfielder, a world class top goalkeeper, but don't be impatient. We keep Kepa for now. We give Jackson a chance and see what he can do. And Nkuku, Jackson, Broja, see what they can do. For Fofana, I think he'll be going out on loan. Tetro Fofana, I think will be on loan. But let's see what they do and wait to January. There's no rush. No, team who rebuilds, rushes. It takes time. And let's see what they can do. And if Poch thinks we need an out number 9, which I do, I love to have one. I love to have Mitrovic actually. We can go in January and get Ivan Toney. Why not? I don't mind Ivan Toney. Because he's going to be out for 6 months doesn't mean he's forgotten his football abilities. So give the guy, let's give our manager a chance. Let's see what we do in the first few games, and then we think about everything else. Yeah, Bobby is saying something. Pochettino press conference was good. However, now the real hard work starts while he is waiting for the squad to be actually, I believe it. Yeah, I agree, Bobby. He said he has to wait to see the squad, wait to see all the players when they come back. That includes Lukaku. If somehow Poch wants him and Lukaku decides to stay with us and fights for his place, why not? I'm all for it. He's a proper number 9. We do need that. But let's see what happens. I'm not saying I don't hate on players. Lukaku, even after that interview, there was so much hate on him. Bobby, you know what I mean? Calling him stupid names. It made me sick. Sick to the bone. But, that's our so-called fans. Not all fans are. Most fans are, reasonable. They will give any player who wears a blue shirt a chance. Even, after silly interviews. Yeah. Yeah, great comments, Bobby. Let's see what he's saying here. Yeah, great to have JT back home. This is definitely a time the club needs personalities like JT, even if he's at the academy. Absolutely, 100%. I'm glad we have our legend back. And, he started in the academy, but let's see where he leads him. I have full faith in John. Probably I think you do as well. One day he could be our future manager. Why not? It's great to have him back. So, Bowley is not, what some fans, I don't know why they think it's like a Glazer, like this, like that. He's nowhere near. He said when he came in, Roman won you trophies and I want to win more for you. That's what he said. He's kept his promises, put the money out. He's going to put more. He's going to rebuild the bridge where, we have to rebuild the bridge, make it bigger. So, stop moaning. All these fans who moan about Bowley and the board, I'm sick of. Actually, absolutely sick of them. Really bad. Yeah. Looks like a small show tonight because we don't have many panelists, so we can argue with. That's okay. We'll still be back. I think they will be back when the season starts and we can preview the Liverpool game, post the reaction and all that like we used to. But I just wanted to come on here and talk, put that press conference up so everyone hears it. Because Poch, for me, sounds like a great guy, great manager, someone who knows what he's talking about. He answered every question great. Even if the questions were a bit stupid, some of the questions was absolute nonsense. That what they were asking him. They were asking him they were asking him, what does he think about coming into Chelsea, about the Tottenham thing. He goes, I don't even think about that. I was at a great club before. I'm more experienced now. And, he didn't talk about Tottenham, not one bit. like he should have. They were trying to make him come in and say something, but he's not. He's not like that. He done great at Tottenham, I must say. We must bring that battle of the bridge, that game when they could have won the league and we stopped them coming back from 2-0 at half-time. We come back and draw 2-2, and we made sure Leicester won the league and not them. That was great. But, you know, he doesn't want to talk about the past. He wants to talk about the future now. You know, he's going to be on that training pitch on Monday again, and getting used to the players who we have. And I'm sure we will get someone, you know, a couple more. Transfer window is still open, but it's up to him. I'm glad the club are leaving everything to Poch on the football side. They asked him that even. You know, and he answered great. He goes, yeah, the club, we talked. We have an understanding and everything. So enough of silly questions from these press people. Some of them are good, but most of them they talk rubbish. But never mind, we'll move on. Yeah, so I think we're going to end the show. It doesn't look like anyone's coming on. Yeah, so thanks, Bobby, for being in the chat. As always, thanks a lot. And yeah, so let's end it with Blues the Colour as always. Let's find the best song in Chelsea's history. Where are we now? We always end that with Blues. We always go end the show with Blues the Colour, of course. So where is it? Hold on a minute. Here we are. It's coming up now. Yeah, here we go, chaps. Ladies and gentlemen, whoever watched us tonight, thanks for watching. Good night to you all, wherever you are. God bless you all. Enjoy the song.
See